With the rising consumption of meat and the effects it has on our environment, we wanted to see the opinions of a couple of our friends with regards to ethics. So we first conducted a couple of interviews.
What is your name?
Kelsey Burdett.
I'm Meg Dabros.
I do eat meat.
I do.
The first question we decided to ask our interviewees was about the concept of reversibility, which means that in order for the act to be considered moral or permissible, you must be willing to have anyone else do the same act towards you.
Reversible in the sense that I like to eat meat, but I don't want anyone to eat me. So I guess no, technically it's not reversible.
No, in the sense that I don't want like a pig to eat me.
So here are just some clips of some pretty messed up things that I don't think humans would want to have done to them. So first we have the baby chicks getting their beaks cut off. We have cows getting dehorned. I think people would much rather go to Ollie's and drink rather than just sit in a cage and have things burned off their body. And so it's pretty messed up what we do to them. And I don't think anyone would want that, especially having to be tied up in a small cage or stall. The second question we asked our interviewees about was about universalizability. This means that the act must be conceivable, at least in practice, for everyone in a similar situation to take the proposed actions for the same reason.
Universalizability is a little bit different because I feel like it's justified that everyone eat a little bit of meat, but obviously you can't have it 3 times a day every single day. That's just not sustainable. So I can't say like a distinct yes or no. I guess if I were to pick, I would say it is universalizable.
Yeah.
I think to the extent that if everyone had just a little bit, it would be more universalizable than like everyone eating like excessive amounts. You know what I'm saying?
The clip here illustrates the importance of the rainforest as it gives us oxygen and a diverse number of animals, plants, and insects, but it's being destroyed at an alarming rate. Every second, a football field's worth of land is destroyed so that animal agriculture can either be produced or crops can be produced for animal agriculture. This shows that it is not universalizable as it's not sustainable for humans to keep consuming at this level. Next, we asked our interviewees about the second formulation of the categorical imperative, which is means to an end, which suggests that you should never treat a person or animal, in this case, only as a means to an end or anyone else's.
Yeah, I think you're definitely using like the animals as a means to an end because you're just looking to like feed yourself. You're not concerned about their feelings or what happens to them as a result. Obviously there's room for growth, but yeah, no, it definitely does not meet that qualification.
No, because I think it's not okay that we're just eating, like raising these animals just to eat them. I feel like they kind of deserve a little bit more than that. Than just, that's what they're destined for, is to be on our table.
We can see in the video that these animals are not only treated as a means to an end, but as enjoyment for people to come see, pet, and see the livestock. But in many situations, this is not the case, as these are not the type of farms that large corporations such as McDonald's, KFC, and other large fast food companies are getting their product from. So based on the few reactions that we heard, clearly people don't have an issue with eating meat. So now we're going to bring Meg to the farm and see if any of these animals have an impact on her habits and decisions after meeting them. Here we are at the farm. We have Megan and our 2 volunteers / interviewees.
Wilbur. Hi, Wilbur.
Okay, Meg, so you said you eat So are you still okay with eating pigs?
Those ones are really cute. I feel a little bit sadder about eating pigs right now. Especially when that one is turning into their mother or something that got its head stuck in the fence. They're really cute. I am a little bit upset about eating pigs in this moment.
After seeing the pigs, we went on to see the cows and the calves to see if this would further affect Meg's consumption habits towards meat. We also wanted to see if this would affect her opinion towards universalizability.
If every single person ate the amount that is like typical for North Americans now, like the size of steak you can get at Costco, I feel like it wouldn't be, because there's just not enough land space for them. Or food. There was a lot of food that they were eating there, like they were constantly eating when we were at the barn. Like, they didn't stop, and they would come out with the food thing, and they all got excited again, even though they still had food. So I feel like they need to eat a lot, and I guess that's like space that we could be using to grow something for us instead.
In conclusion, based off of Kant's categorical imperative, we can say that eating meat is not reversible, is not universal, and is a means to an end, as it doesn't take into consideration the interests of the animals. Therefore, it is not ethical to eat meat, based on this type of justice principle.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like